Video captions used to be just a nice-to-have accessory for accessibility, but today they are absolutely non-negotiable for anyone creating online content. Since most people now scroll through their feeds with the sound completely muted, captions are the only way you can actually stop someone mid-scroll. Beyond capturing attention, captions make your content truly accessible and help ensure that your message actually sticks with the viewer. Research consistently shows that after about 72 hours, people only remember 10% of audio-only information, but visuals bump that memory retention up significantly. When you combine audio and visuals together, you push retention into the 60% range. And that powerful mix is exactly what good captions provide. I'm going to walk you through a few popular tools creators are using today to handle captions and show how platforms like Vizard fit into the picture. It's about turning your long, high-value videos into captioned, ready-to-post clips without all the soul-crushing busy work. First up is CapCut, a name you definitely know if you've spent any time at all on short-form platforms like TikTok or Reels. It is a surprisingly powerful editing suite that is free to start with, and its auto-captioning tool is incredibly easy for anyone to use. On mobile, you just start a new project, import your clip, and select the auto-caption option located right under the main text menu. It nails the basic timing, places text in sensible locations, and gives you quick edit access if the AI transcription isn't perfectly accurate. Styling is also very straightforward with plenty of templates, fonts, colors, and opacity settings that are all fully customizable. The desktop version follows that same simple flow of importing your footage, dragging it onto the timeline, and generating captions with one click. CapCut is fantastic because it's fast and approachable, and most of the features a creator needs for captions are completely free. However, it isn't perfect, as I find that heavy customization often sits behind the paid subscription tiers. While it's great for editing a single clip, it doesn't really help you scale when you need to create dozens of shorts from hours of raw footage. If you are producing long-form content and want a steady stream of short clips, CapCut becomes repetitive and manual very quickly. The second tool is an app literally named Captions, which is super popular with influencers for its social-first aesthetic. It focuses on dynamic emphasis words, funky backgrounds, and precise placement, so your text never blocks faces or important graphics. You simply upload a clip, let it transcribe, and apply a range of templates across your entire video for a consistent, polished look. Creators love it because it makes caption styling fast and visually distinctive, though it does operate on a subscription model. The downside is similar to CapCut. It is brilliant for producing a few polished videos, but it isn't built for batch processing a huge stream of content. They do have a web subtitle tool that's great for basic generation, but editing and exporting dozens of clips is outside of its core strength. So here is the harsh reality. CapCut and Captions are perfect if you want to craft a handful of high-quality, singular clips manually. But if your strategy relies on volume, like multiple clips per week from long interviews or streams, manual workflows will start to eat your time. That is where tools that actually automate the heavy lifting come into play, and that is specifically the space where Vizard is built to thrive. Don't think of this as a blind plug. Think of Vizard as a workflow-level tool that sits upstream of your other editing software. Vizard's whole purpose is taking long-form videos like hour-long interviews and turning them into short, social-ready clips automatically. It does a few specific things that completely change the game for creators who need to scale their output. First, it uses AI to scan your long video and find the moments most likely to perform based on high energy and engagement spikes. You don't have to hunt for timestamps or scrub through hours of footage because it surfaces the gold for you automatically. Rather than spending an entire day clipping and exporting, you get a batch of high-potential candidate clips in just a few minutes. Some of those clips will be perfect right out of the box, and others you can quickly tweak to your liking. Second, it features auto-scheduling, so you can set your posting frequency and let the platform handle the distribution for you. This matters because consistent posting is how you build real momentum. But creators are busy handling DMs and guesting on other shows. Scheduling takes that actually posting friction off your plate, allowing you to maintain a consistent cadence without babysitting the process. Third, the content calendar gives you a single place to manage clips, edit captions, swap thumbnails, and publish across all your platforms. Instead of juggling a half-dozen apps and a messy spreadsheet, you have one central dashboard where the clips live. It really is the difference between a chaotic content hustle and a truly organized publishing pipeline. So how does this compare to CapCut and Captions? Well, while those are tools for microtasks, Vizard is the macro-level tool. It helps you find clips, caption them, batch export, and run the schedule all from within the same ecosystem. In practice, that means you can still use CapCut or Captions for final polish if you want that specific look, but you don't have to. Vizard reduces the repetitive work that makes creators burn out, allowing you to focus on the creative side of things. There are other practical benefits too, like how Vizard recognizes patterns in long videos to tag clips for easy filtering. You can also search your entire library for keywords, which is an insane time saver when you want to repurpose an old episode. When it comes to Captions, Vizard integrates automated subtitle generation, so you can export clips directly or hand them off for specific styling. Let's be honest about the trade-offs. Vizard is built entirely for efficiency, scale, and high-volume output. If you love to painstakingly craft every single frame for an hour, you will still want a dedicated editor like CapCut. But if your goal is to publish multiple clips from long content across every major platform without a full-time editing job, Vizard is the practical choice. Think of it this way. Imagine you just wrapped a 2-hour live stream and you need to turn that into 10 pieces of social content. With CapCut, you'd manually import, scrub, clip, and transcribe everything, which is a massive time commitment. With Vizard, you upload the raw file, the AI extracts the best moments, generates captions, and lets you schedule them in minutes. The time saved is measured in hours, and the consistency you gain is absolutely huge for your channel's growth. If you want to try this, my first tip is to keep your long-form files organized with clear naming conventions. Second, don't be afraid to batch process by uploading a bunch of episodes at once and letting the AI do the work overnight. Third, actually use the calendar because it is so easy to generate clips and then never get around to posting them. If you are curious, try mixing the tools, using Vizard for the heavy lifting and then doing a final polish in CapCut or Captions. That hybrid approach gets you the perfect combination of speed and high-end visual style. If you like walkthroughs like this, there is definitely more to come, as I've been training on how to get the most out of these workflows. If you have favorite captioning or editing tools, drop them in the comments, as I am always looking for better ways to publish content. Bottom line, captions are essential, and tools like Vizard bridge the massive gap between creativity and scale. They don't replace your craft, they just free you up to do so much more of it.